What's good, bro, and welcome back to another self-cut tutorial. In this video I'm going to teach you guys how to get rid of that dark line that is created when you're trying to blend in your taper into the longer hair. So if you have like a mini fro or like even a fro in general like me, there is a point where you have to blend in what you're doing on the taper to the longer hair, and this is what that area looks like. It's a really dark, harsh line where you can't really create another guideline, so you're gonna just have to learn how to blend up from this point on. So first thing I did here was I threw on the 1.5 guard because I know that the area right below that dark line is the 1 and the area right above is, what would be the 2 and so on, but we're trying to blend in from that 1 up to the darker hair because you see how it's like poking out. It's just way longer, and I can't put in another guideline because it's going to push the entire taper up, so I have to blend it in together. So with the 1.5 guard with the lever halfway, I just go in and start debulking at that line. I'm really not trying to create another line, but I'm just trying to soften it so that there's like this gradual buildup. And as you can see, I'm pointing out that the line got a little darker up toward the top, so we're going back in with the 1.5 guard, and this time with the lever open, and we're just attacking that line that I just pointed out. It's really faint. It's really like you can see it. You can genuinely see it. And we're just gonna, that's this whole process in this first example. There's gonna be 3 examples in this video, but this first example just shows you how to go up with it from the 1 guard. So this is like not trying to put in a 2, not trying to put in another guideline, but just blending up from the 1 up. So as you can see, that 1.5 with the lever open created another line. So now we're going in with the 2 guard with the lever closed, and we're just gonna go up again. We're just gradually pushing up this blend because we're trying to blend in from the 1 guard into the rest of the hair. And something key to note is that I'm only really using the corners on all of these parts because I think the corners give a more precise cut. Pointing out where the line is again, it's really faint. You can't really notice it from afar, but as we're cutting our hair, it's pretty visible right after I point it out. But that's all you really have to do in order to take out the bulk or take out that really dark line, is to use the corners and just go up gradually in this first example. And this is how the taper would look right after, when you're done with like the lineup and all that. It looks good, we're feeling it. But on this side I did a little mistake there. You can see is a little bit of weight on that one area, but it's not as visible when you look from like the front or like from the angled front. Like you can't really see it much. It kind of blends in well, but from the side angle it looks a bit heavy. So in order to take that out, I would probably go back in with the 2 guard and yeah, just flick up. As you can see, like in this example with the 2 guard, I'm flicking up and out. That's really every time you're going up on this area, you really just want to focus on that flick up and flick out motion, because that's what's going to blend it into the rest of the hair. When you just kind of like this example right here where you're just going up and down with it, you're kind of like creating another guideline. In this example, it's not really creating another guideline because I'm flicking out at the end, but say if I wasn't flicking out, that's when that other guideline would be created, and then it's like it just makes it a little harder to blend into the rest of the hair because you're going from an even shorter length compared to the rest. So now we're just trying to get out that line that I pointed out with the red arrow. It's a little dark, so we're going in with the 1.5 guard with the lever halfway. Whenever I'm taking out these lines, these like really dark lines, I like to start with the 1.5 guard, either with the lever all the way open or the lever halfway. I feel like it just gives a precise cut where it doesn't cut too much and it doesn't cut too little. You're gonna know that something is going to at least get cut with the 1.5 guard in this area. So that's why I like to use it with the lever halfway or opened. I feel like closed, it just cuts way too much, and if it's a little risky. So in this example, I did go in freehand. I think freehanding is honestly the easiest and fastest way. Once you get the hang of it, it's obviously easy, but at the start, please don't. If you're just starting out, please do not freehand. But freehanding is basically, you're not putting a guard on, you're using either the clipper with the lever closed with no guard or the lever open. I like to use open because it cuts a little less, so I can make a little bit more mistake with it, so it doesn't cut in too deep with, I guess, with each stroke that goes by. And this is how it looks like with just freehanding. And honestly, I think it looks a little better in that taper area. This side looks like damn near perfect, bro. Like wow, this was the perfect taper on this side. It just gets it all flowing in well, flowing in amazingly. So now in this last example, we're going in with the 2 guard with the lever all the way open, and I think this example, it really emphasizes the whole scooping out motion. This is like the main, like I said before, the flick out. This scoop out also helps so that you're not creating another harsh line in between where the one guard is and the rest of the longer fro like look is. So I like to take my time when I scoop out. I usually scoop out like this whenever there's a lot of bulk in that one area, and I'm pretty sure around this time I was not like giving myself tapers. I was giving myself lineups and just ice picks type of thing. So that's why this area was a bit grown out compared to the other two clips. But all you really want to do is just scoop out, and after you set in that initial scoop out, it's gonna create a line at the bottom, not really toward the top, but more so toward the bottom. And that's when we're gonna use the 1.5 guard, starting with the lever, I think, open in this part, but just to soften up the line, and we're gonna take it out probably after with the lever halfway to take it out completely. But I'm pretty sure in these clips I did struggle a bit trying to take out this line, so this might take a little bit, but that's really the steps in order to do so. Say if you already created the guideline with the 2, you would just push up to the 3. So that whole scoop out motion, you would do that with the 3 guard, and then there would be a line in between the 3 and the 2, and you would just go in with the 3 guard closed in order to soften it, and then with the 2 guard lever open in order to take it out. And once again, just make sure you're using those corners, because that's what's really gonna make the blend like really nice and just pop. In all these clips, really, you can see this the amazing corner work I'm putting in. Oh, so we used it actually closed, not open, or halfway, and now we're going in with it open, just going slightly above that line, because there is probably a faint line right in between the two that I just created. And once again, just flicking up and out. I do exaggerate the flick so that it gets a bit more into like the longer bulk hair. I think I do it a little bit more with the 2 guard lever close, since that line is a bit more affected by it. But it's a lot of like eye test. You just kind of got to see where the line is, and with your knowledge of guards and what areas to go in, you just have to kind of just pick and choose what guard should be used where and when. So like right now, what I'm seeing is those 2 lines. I would go in now with it lever opened, or I would stay with the lever closed and just like really scoop out like this. And I would only know this because the line right below that, like the bottom part of that line, was made with the 1.5. So that means above it has to be like a 2 or a 3. The line is still there, so I'm pretty sure now we open up the lever just a little bit so that we can get more of those hairs without creating another guideline and all that. And as you can see, we're flicking out, just trying to touch at that line. I'm using the ceramic blades on the wall senior, no, not wall seniors, the wall magic clip. So the blade is white and the back end piece is like silver, so you very visibly see like where the white blade is touching the hair, and that's when I flick out. When that bottom blade or that front blade touches the hair, that's when you want to flick out, because when you dig in too much with that, that's where the hair is actually getting cut. So that's going to create another guideline. And as you can see, the blend is much better. In order to blend out the bulk from the taper into the long hair, what you really have to focus on is just using the corners and flicking out with the 2 guard and the 1.5 guard. And once you get a little more advanced, you can start freehanding with the lever open with no guard in order to really and precisely take out those lines. Just make sure you keep a steady hand and you're really careful. If you have any suggestions on what to make a tutorial on next, leave them down below. And if you want extra and more precise help on your own self cuts, check that first link down in the description. That's gonna do it for this tutorial. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you guys next time.